Welcome back. It is it is New Mutator, and I'm bringing you game 3 of, well, this is Grumpy Grimm's Spectacular Free-for-All tournament. Game 3 of the finals, and you know, it's been like a week or so since I've uploaded something, and there's a good reason for this. I actually casted this game. This is actually a really good game. Why would I say that? I already casted it, and then it turned out that I had accidentally switched my microphone to be muted. So I had to redo it, and of course, obviously, I didn't want to redo it immediately, so I took a little miniature vacation. So yes, game 3, and we have 6 players in this game. All the other players that have joined their teams are, of course, observing. We have Mercredon, who's actually starting in the center of the map, and apparently he's actually happy with that. He says, "Oh, good. There's a." I think he's being facetious though. I think middle is actually not the best place to be because everybody likes to beat up on the middle. Then of course there is Adrenaline. It's going to be this black color here. We have Genghis, who's starting out in the south. He is this color here. No archers, it looks like. He's going heavy on the pus. Goals in Thrall and Melee. We also have Kron 1, who's this yellow player. He's actually going to be in this northwest quadrant, kind of squaring off with Adrenaline. We also have Donsky, who's going to be starting over here with a ton of Thrall. Look at that. He is just basically Thrall and Warriors. Interesting strategy here. He also does have this Dwarf with that white as well. So, am I missing anyone? Yes, I am missing Michael Jordan, a.k.a. Giant Killer General, as it's been elucidated to me, as it's been revealed to me anyway. So yeah, so the game type is territories. All 6 of these players are going to be trying to tag as many flags as possible, trying to own them by the game's end. The team with the most flags, of course, will be the winner of this game.
Flag captured.
So Kron 1 and Adrenaline going to be squaring off in this northwest quadrant. Adrenaline's going to dance around this puskull, trying to find an opening with which to maybe nail that dwarf. Taking a little bit of damage though. He's going for that dwarf. I think he's going to be able to freeze it. He does freeze it, and he's going to try to snipe it, but I don't think he's going to be able to do so in time. He has one shot and misses. Yes, so Kron 1 retaliating with a couple of pus shots of his own. I don't want to say they were a waste, but I think he's only going to be able to get one archer from that, and Kron 1 indeed loses one of his own. He might get this one. There he goes. Nope, he misses all of them. No way. Okay, yes, he does get one.
Captured.
And then his goals are eliminated, basically. He just has this one running around there. So, Adrenaline coming up from behind. What the heck? Where was that pus? I just heard another pus shot go down. Oh, Adrenaline's goal taking out this dwarf with that pus shot. Okay, so elsewhere we just have Giant Killer General. He's basically owning the southwest quadrant. He's tagging basically all of the flags here, and he's just going to sit on those. Mercredon basically staying kind of mid.
Captured.
Who's this? Giant Killer? No, this is Genghis. Genghis, I think, whose are these? I think these might be Donsky's. Genghis, I think, is just going to chill out and maybe tag that flag last second, basically trying to get on the edge of the map and maybe make his move later on. Donsky is going to be maybe blowing some holes in these fences here so we can get around them a little bit more easily. And he wants to basically own this swath of this patch of land there. Okay, Kron 1 making a move on Adrenaline. I think he's going to take out this goal, possibly. Nice dodge with that dwarf. That dwarf is getting pretty close. Adrenaline's Thrall, I don't know, they're kind of toast. They're just chilling out there. They're really slow. I think that dwarf can just double back and take him out if he needs to.
Flag captured.
Interesting shot. He does get a little bit of damage on that archer, and then that goal is just a hair away from being dead as well. So Adrenaline kind of not looking too great as of this moment. He is on the back foot, kind of winding his way into Michael Jordan territory. Michael Jordan tagging this flag.
5 minutes.
Not a whole
remaining.
lot going on down here. Here's Genghis. 5 minutes remain.
Captured.
And I think all the other players, 94, 90, 94, 94% remaining. So none of the other players really doing much as of right now. Haven't really taken all that much damage. A little bit, but going to heal up there for Mercardon. In the lead is Genghis. He has tagged 6 flags somehow. Michael Jordan with 5 of his own, being kind of left to himself. Let's see, is there going to be any kind of... I think the other teams, the other 4 teams are just going to kind of be chilling out until the late game here. And Adrenaline and Cron 1 basically saw the most action as of this moment.
Contested.
Cron 1 is going to be trying to get a couple more shots off on that Journeyman. No, he's going to turn around because Adrenaline's Warriors lying in wait, ready to inflict some damage there. But Cron 1 does have that Dwarf. Adrenaline's Archers are all caught up now. He only has 4 remaining. Actually, both Cron 1 and Adrenaline only with 4 Archers as of right now. Cron 1 actually has 0 flags, believe it or not. Okay, let's see if Genghis and Donsky
captured
actually do anything, or if they're just going to dance around here. It's like Genghis is going to be picking up a couple of these bottles here. Donsky is going to try to ward off these goals. Genghis is... Remember, Genghis doesn't have any archers at all, and neither does Donsky. So they're going to be kind of duking it out, kind of close quarters here. And Genghis's
captured
goals coming in here. Oh my word! That could have been a huge shot on that dwarf, but somehow he misses. Or actually, that pus packet duds. He's gonna try again. Nice block with the journeyman though, taking out that goal. Donsky doing a pretty good shot. Oh, and he duds himself. He's got to be careful though, because here comes Genghis with his dwarf, so Donsky's going to vacate this flag.
Contested.
Try to do a little bit of damage. Another dud. What the heck is wrong with these players? Are just nothing's working out for them right now. Genghis could get another shot off. He does have the high ground here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, huge. Taking out a couple of those warriors, but missing entirely that dwarf, which is who he is gunning for. Donsky's going to try to keep that goal from sniping that dwarf. He wants this dwarf to stay alive as long as possible, taking out that gold there. Genghis is on the prowl, though. He wants this dwarf so bad. Kind of a nice shot there by Donsky. Donsky, where are you running to? You need some more units. Oh, Donsky, in the end, he is forced to suicide and basically run away, because Genghis just has too many units chasing him. So who's, that's Donsky's journeyman. He has a kill on him somehow.
Flag captured.
I think he's going to sacrifice his journeyman since he is a little bit too slow and try to get his warriors out of that fray to safety.
Flag captured.
Very interesting. Both players kind of going at it at this point. Genghis was the victor, although not by much. 71%, 64% at this point in time. And Adrenaline actually has more than Cron 1. He has 75% to Cron 1's 67%. There is 1 minute remaining, folks. And what has happened this game? Not a whole lot. As we can see, most of these players are just content to just kind of chill out. Although Mercardon is finally setting out. He might be trying to take some flags. Somebody is drawing on the map, even though there's really, you know, no reason to do so. Okay, we have Michael Jordan with the warrior trying to put a dent into Genghis's lead here, trying to see what flags are available. Tag one that is not defended very well. 30 seconds remain. Donsky is going to hold this flag here. I think he's going to defeat Adrenaline for that flag. Donsky is able to hold onto this flag here. He takes out one of Genghis's warriors. Michael Jordan is
Flag
going to duke it out with
captured.
Genghis at this location.
Flag
I think
contested.
Michael Jordan is going to take the
Sudden
flag, but
death.
not for very long because Genghis
Flag
is coming in with
captured.
some more units.
Flag captured. Flag
And I think he's
contested.
going to wrest that flag away from Michael Jordan, aka
Flag
GKG.
contested.
Kron 1 is going to be chased away by
Flag
these Thrall.
captured.
2 warriors, pretty
Flag
good against 2
contested.
Thrall, but against 3 Thrall, I
Flag
think the
captured.
balance is tipped in the
Flag
favor of those
contested.
Thrall. Although,
Flag captured.
here's another
Flag captured.
duel. Although, yep, see, there we go. Almost taken out. Oh, there he goes. He takes out one of the Thrall, but just not able to
Flag
overpower
captured.
all 3. Adrenaline is going to chase away GKG from this location here. Let's take a look.
Flag
Donsky
contested.
actually in the lead at this point.
Flag contested.
GKG
Flag
is going to
captured.
be chased away from this location
Flag
as well.
contested.
Here's another duel. Genghis
Flag
and Donsky,
captured.
who's going to come out on top
Flag
here.
captured.
Genghis with these 2 warriors, and Donsky, it looks
Flag
like, might be in a good position, although
Flag contested.
Genghis does have a 2-kill warrior to Donsky's 1-kill warrior, so that might even out.
Flag
We'll see.
captured.
It's kind of a toss-up here.
Flag captured.
That 2-kill warrior just has a
Flag
slight
contested.
edge.
Flag
Donsky going to
captured.
try to, there he goes, takes out a little bit of friendly fire, but is it worth it? Definitely it is. And GKG able to
Flag
take out that goal
contested.
on this flag. Mercadon running into all these Thrall, probably not the best idea. So Genghis Boozer going to sink his Thrall in here. Now remember, Thrall cannot tag the flag unless they're above water. He's just sinking them in there to hide them, and so that they're untouchable.
Flag
And he'll just
contested.
have them come out at the
Flag
last second to
contested.
tag the flag. Donsky with
Flag
the same idea.
captured.
He's doing the same thing here.
Flag
Going to try to
captured.
chase and Merc away from that.
Flag contested.
Donsky
Flag
going to try to
captured.
hold this position against
Flag
Kron 1's
contested.
warrior. That warrior
Flag
might be able...
captured.
Oh, and Donsky with
Flag
another dud. That
captured.
is super unfortunate.
Flag contested.
I think he's
Flag
going to have to
captured.
suicide. Yeah, he's going to suicide, but try to do
contested.
so that neither one gets the flag. Look at that. It is neutral.
Flag captured. Flag
So Kron 1
captured.
with 2, and Kron 1
Flag
has a couple of
captured.
words for Donsky
Flag
for that
captured.
move.
Flag
Adrenaline
contested.
going to be chased away by
Flag
GKG at this
contested.
point. Flags contested all over the
Flag
map here.
contested.
Merc is
Flag
going to be kind of
captured.
tangoing on this flag here with GKG, but I think he's going to be
Flag
chased away by that
contested.
dwarf. And Adrenaline, really not much he can do
Flag
against
captured.
GKG at this point
Flag
with his
contested.
army strength.
Flag
So
captured.
much at a
Flag
disadvantage
contested.
here, numbers-wise. And look at this. Donsky's going to try to take this flag from
Flag
Genghis
captured.
and also try to
Flag
repel
captured.
Mercadon. I think he's just going to sink his Thrall back underwater to
Flag
fight
captured.
another day.
Flag contested.
Donsky
Flag
is going to tag
captured.
this flag that
Flag
he basically
contested.
had to suicide his dwarf on. So it is his flag once again.
Flag captured.
Genghis going to try to take this flag away from Donsky. Who's in the lead at this point?
Flag
Donsky's in the lead.
captured.
Just barely.
Flag
Actually,
captured.
no. Now he has 5 flags,
Flag contested.
even though he lost this one. So
Flag
next
captured.
is Michael Jordan, kind of in the southwest quadrant there. Mercadon with these 2 flags here. Some Thrall fighting underwater. That's always kind of funny to see.
Over.
And, yep, game is going to go to Donsky, albeit barely because of, you know, we can see Genghis moving in with this dwarf. He is all set up to take this flag away from Donsky and basically take the game. All he needed was maybe another 30 seconds or so. But everyone just kind of stopped contesting all at the same time, and the game does indeed go to Donsky, so well played by Donsky in particular. But all the players, I think, did fairly well, all things considered. And actually most damage going to Adrenaline, 119. And only Kron 1 and Adrenaline getting over 100 damage. Mercadon with only 17 damage, so that right there tells you how much action he saw this entire game. Some of these players barely getting any action at all. Michael Jordan, 20 damage himself. You know, they were content just to sit and wait for the end game to make their move. Then Genghis and Donsky actually getting similar damage numbers here, but Donsky with 19 kills, Genghis 13 kills, 21 losses. So Donsky actually looked a little bit better in terms of kills to losses ratios. Anyway, let's take a look at the permanent scores here. I think this just shows for this one game. If I were to watch all these films in succession, though, maybe it would stack up. I'd be interested to see how that worked. I think that's the way it would work. Anyway, I'm glad I can finally get this game up for you. Sorry it took so long. I was just really discouraged because I casted the entire thing only to find out that, and it was really good too. It was like one of my best casts, I think, that I've ever done. I was like, wow, everything's working out. Everywhere I go, I'm catching everything, and then I review it and I'm like, oh no, there's no sound. So that was really disappointing. But I'm glad I could return and get that for you. This was quite an interesting game to watch. I actually quite enjoyed this game, and I hope you did too. And so I guess we'll have to see you in game number 4. Thanks again for watching and putting up with my antics. We'll see you in the next game.